Alright, so people are wondering, wait, you're doing a Battlefield vid for once this time, so what does this mean? Oh, that's because, of course, I fucking watched the reveal trailer of 2042, that's why. So people are gonna be all asking what my thoughts and opinion about what they're gonna do in future titles and whatnot, and people are all, since you switched to Battlefield, are you gonna change your attitude towards games? I'm saying here, no, because no one's perfect, and as I said about this before, that post 2013 gaming has frustrated, well, been frustrating me. So when I try to make make vids on Battlefield 4, I'm getting frustrated as hell on that game. So because of modern packet loss issues and lag and whatnot, because that's what plagued it during its heyday, and also in the fact that too many stupid shills on YouTube that revolve around Battlefield told everyone to use a thermal and whatnot. Thus, you blind fucks are all using that thing in a small ass map. Like, God, like, it's just not. I just wish that I was bothering to record back in 2014 because that was the only area I found playable on Battlefield 4. But anyway, with that rant out of the way on my issues with Battlefield and whatnot, it's just, what is my thoughts on 2042? So, I mean, it's cool that not really cool, but I somewhat kind of knew that they were going to do a future game, because if you look at 4's final DLC, where I forgot what the futuristic game. Hold on. Okay, Battlefield. Field 20. I know. Okay, it's called 2142. The last time we did a future warfare game, so yeah, that a lot of the final DLC had its reference on that game and whatnot, and a lot of people said that was really game breaking on some of the shit that they added in. So at the same time, it's like, man. And also, after hearing that Byron Beed, a COD dev, I don't know which studio he worked at, is now the head of Battlefield department, which, oh god, why in this he's gonna start adding some of the bullshit that consisted of COD to that game. So I'm already getting some iffy issues, because yeah. And then people are all wondering, what's your 2 cents on the other previous titles that they've done, i.e. 1 and Hardline. I mean, 1 and 5, obviously those were doomed right from the get-go, because, I mean, I could have reinstalled BF1 and tried to give that game a chance and whatnot, because I heard the game is so slow that you only end off in 10 kills, regardless of what mode. For example, when you play Rush, when you plant all the bombs, what happens is that you only get 10 kills max, even when you try so hard. So, yeah, what's the point in playing 1 if there's just nothing to do, even when they, like, try to get all the DLC free and whatnot? So, yeah. So, what do I want in Battlefield 2042? So, the thing about it is, I just want, like, almost no excuse to, I mean, yeah, go back to the days of Battlefield 3 where we just have no excuse to want to use the thermal at all, because that's one thing I loved about it, because they nerfed it. It was just only like a body color thermal, not the FLIR that is a Battlefield 4 where you're just white hot. And that was a 2-time scope as well, but I mean, it's also in Battlefield 4 as well, but almost no one used the thermal imaging and whatnot, because that was like a 1-time scope. So yeah, so what's the point in that when you can just use the red dot and just get close? Can't, but I digress. And then after that, another issue is, this was bugging me back when back in 2015 on the weapon balance and whatnot, though, but for the love of God, go back to making the damage drop off be 8 meters and then end at 50, because that's what made 3 balanced and whatnot. Because yeah, 3 may have stuck to making guns do 25 to 34 damage, but at least the ranges are hella short and whatnot, so to not deal with the bullshit. Time to kill, because God, who the fuck asked for to buff all the ranges to 20 meters? Like, I never saw anyone ask for that, so yeah, that's why. I mean, yeah, well, it did help the shotguns, but gosh, all the other guns were just fucking fine, so yeah. Why? Just leave everything alone, just fix all the bugs that could plague Battlefield 4, such as AD spam, getting one-shotted even though the guy shot you in the nuts. Let's see here. What other bugs was there that plagued 4? Because I didn't really look up in depth. Oh. And also, what was it? When it comes to buffing and nerfing guns, it's like, yeah, like the Battlefield 4 on launch was perfectly fucking fine on the weapon balance and whatnot. But then, by all means, just start buffing and nerfing shit that wasn't even a problem. So, but even though, what was it? When it comes to weapons balance and whatnot, for the love of God, give us an excuse to not use the AEK, because, oh man, that brought my blood to a boil as well, because that plus whatever attachments that actually made the gun controllable, because I look up the stats and they did nerf it for 4, but it still didn't change the arrogancy of anyone. Because people just care about time to kill and whatnot, and then I don't get it, like, all the shills on YouTube are all use the Ace 23, Ace 21, or the HK 416, but no, it's like, every fucking map that I played was AEK, 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 like, gosh, with the FLIR. So, oh my god. But that just brought my blood to a boil and just got me into retirement of Battlefield 4, so yeah. That's all I ask. So I could hardly care that there's a tornado in the game and whatnot, or we can be a wingsuit person, or drive an Osprey this time, I think it was. And I think I saw in the trailer where they're trying to revive a futuristic version of Damavon Peak because of the base jump, but I don't know, so yeah. That's another thing. And also, let's see here, what other thing I want, but that was in the... Actually, I want that was in 3, but it didn't exist in... Well, they got rid of it in the newer games. Oh, the whole reputation system, like, oh, fuck that. You know, some people get frustrated as hell on trying to even unlock one thing, or... Actually, no. Maybe lessen the need of the defensive spec, but then again, I wish we could choose what spec we want in order on the reputation system, so that you could have ammo, then defensive, then stealth and whatnot, then extra rock explosives, or someone could do extra spotting, then defensive, then ammo. But I digress on there. But I mean, they somewhat try to do it on Hardline, where you get to choose 2 things at once. But then again, it's Hardline, so yeah. So don't bring back Hardline slash 2015 post 2015 on Battlefield 4. Because yeah. And then, let's see here, another issue is maybe on the whole, if we do bring back the sniper zeroing, where everyone's preset to 100 meters, or in Battlefield 1's case, and maybe 5, where everyone's preset to 75, get rid of that bullshit. I'd rather just aim the scope fucking high as hell and whatnot, and then just on the BDC drops. Yeah, that's what it's called on the lines on the scope and whatnot. So, but yeah. But who knows what they're gonna add on, and maybe, well, yeah, maybe bring back the M16 because that way we can actually have a fucking counter to the AEK. But who knows what they're gonna do, because obviously since there's a hell of a lot wider variety of guns now. But even then, like, the reason why they even bothered to do World War One and World War Two at all is because of obviously the gun licensing issue is annoying as hell. And what was it? Yeah, gun licensing was annoying as hell, so that's why we can't even. We had a weird ass phase where every single dev had to make a World War One, World War Two game. So yeah, so that needed to fuck off and whatnot. And thus, I'm glad that's over with. But it's still annoying as hell that we have to have a fake name so on certain shit because I mean I'm seeing here, what is this, the 2000s on the old ass games and whatnot on putting fake shit, or even James Bond back when EA published James Bond. So yeah, so that's all I gotta have to say. And then let's see here, what else do we have to do? Maybe tone down the headshot multiplier, because two times. I forgot. I don't know how much higher it is in Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5 is, but actually, they did nerf it, so it's not 2.0, but it's still fucking high as hell, so yeah. That's all I gotta say on the time to kill and whatnot, because, I mean, a lot of people hated Battlefield 1 because of bullet deviation, though, but at the same time, it did give you an excuse to try and be more accurate. But then again, the stupid variant system where they made the mostly the SMGs on that part, like, narrow, and the pistols, like, narrow as hell, that what's the point of even aiming at all? I mean, by the time you aim down sight, well, not on BF1, and you're better off just getting the fuck closer. So yeah, that's why. So, I mean, I don't get how whenever I use the pistols, I don't know why I always aim down sights whenever I shot someone. So yeah, there's some minor spread benefits. Oh, and also go back to the days of pre-patch Battlefield 4 where muzzle brake and compensator don't ruin your gun's recoil, because you earned that thing. You deserve to have lesser recoil and spread. No, the 2015 patch ruined it. That's all I gotta say about it. And let's just pray that DICE gets their head out of their ass this time.